Is Suga really preparing to leave BTS? Or is this silence hiding a truth army isn't ready to face? Before you read any further, ask yourself this one question and be honest about it. If one quiet sign was enough to shake the entire BTS universe, would you ignore it or would you look closer? If you feel the tension already, don't forget to like this story, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaking the world of K-pop. Because what you are about to read is not just another rumor. It is an emotional ripple spreading through millions of hearts. Breaking. The rumor that Suga may be leaving BTS has suddenly erupted like a silent explosion, catching ARMY off guard and sending waves of panic across social media. It didn't arrive with a press release, it didn't come with an official denial, and it certainly didn't announce itself loudly. Instead, it crept in quietly, hidden between pauses, absences, subtle changes in tone, and moments that fans can't stop replaying in their minds. And that is exactly why it feels so unsettling. Why now? Why this way? And why does it feel different from every other rumor that came before? For years, BTS has been a symbol of unity so strong that even the idea of separation feels almost unthinkable. Suga, known as Min Youngie, has always been one of the group's emotional anchors, a man whose words cut deep not because they are loud, but because they are honest. He is the member who speaks about pain without dramatizing it, about success without glorifying it, and about dreams without pretending they are easy. So when whispers began to circulate that Suga might be considering stepping away from BTS, fans didn't just react with shock. They reacted with fear, confusion, and an overwhelming need to understand what they might have missed. The first question everyone keeps asking is simple yet terrifying. Where did this rumor really start? The truth is, it didn't begin in one place. It emerged slowly, almost invisibly, through patterns that only devoted fans would notice. A delayed appearance here, a carefully worded message there, a silence where there was once reassurance. None of these moments alone were enough to cause panic, but together they formed a puzzle that ARMY couldn't ignore. And once the idea took shape, it spread faster than anyone expected. What makes this rumor feel so dangerous is not the lack of confirmation, but the emotional logic behind it. Suga has never been someone who hides his struggles behind forced smiles. He has openly spoken about burnout, pressure, identity, and the weight of expectations. Fans remember his words from the past, words that now feel haunting in hindsight. Statements about needing space to breathe, about questioning how long one can run without stopping, about the fear of losing oneself in the process of being everything for everyone. Were those just reflections of a difficult moment, or were they quiet hints of something much bigger? As ARMY revisits old interviews, lyrics, and behind-the-scenes moments, a sense of unease grows stronger. Songs once celebrated for their vulnerability are now being reinterpreted as possible farewells. Lines that spoke of exhaustion and reflection are suddenly read as confessions. And the most unsettling part is that none of this feels forced. It feels natural, as if the pieces were always there, waiting for the right moment to be connected. Emotion plays a dangerous role in rumors like this. BTS is not just a group. It is a shared emotional journey for millions of people. For many fans, Suga's presence represents resilience, honesty, and survival. The idea of him leaving BTS doesn't just threaten the group's future. It threatens the emotional stability of fans who see their own struggles reflected in his story. That is why the reaction has been so intense. This isn't about gossip. It's about loss, even if that loss is still hypothetical. Another question keeps echoing across fan discussions. Why would Suga leave now after everything BTS has achieved together? On the surface, it makes no sense. BTS is at a level of global influence that few artists ever reach. But success doesn't cancel exhaustion, and fame doesn't erase personal battles. In fact, it often magnifies them. Suga has always walked a delicate line between artistic freedom and group responsibility. His solo work, his production projects, and his deeply personal storytelling suggest a man constantly searching for balance. Could it be that this search is pulling him in a different direction? The silence from official channels only adds fuel to the fire. In the past, rumors were often addressed quickly, either clarified or dismissed. This time, the quiet feels heavier. Fans are not just waiting for answers. They are reading meaning into the waiting itself. Is the silence strategic? Is it protective? Or is it a sign that discussions are happening behind closed doors? No one knows, and that uncertainty is what makes the situation emotionally explosive. ARMY's reaction has been a mix of denial and dread. Some refuse to believe the rumor, insisting that BTS has weathered far worse storms. Others admit that this feels different, more personal, more fragile. Social media timelines are filled with emotional messages, fans promising to support Suga no matter what, while simultaneously begging the universe not to take him away from BTS. It's a contradiction born from love, wanting his happiness but fearing what that happiness might cost. There is also an uncomfortable truth that fans are slowly confronting. Loving an artist means accepting that their path may change. Suga has always emphasized authenticity over performance, truth over illusion. If he were to make a decision about his future, it would likely come from a deeply personal place, not from pressure or impulse. And that possibility forces fans to ask themselves a painful question. Are we ready to respect his choice, even if it breaks our hearts? At the same time, it is crucial to remember that rumors thrive in emotional environments. The lack of concrete information allows imagination to fill the gaps, often amplifying fear beyond reality. Suga leaving BTS remains unconfirmed, and it is entirely possible that this storm will pass like many before it. But the intensity of the reaction reveals something important. It shows how deeply connected fans feel, and how much meaning they attach to every word, every pause, every silence. What makes this moment especially emotional is the timing. BTS is at a crossroads, with members exploring individual paths while maintaining their collective identity. This period of transition, though expected, feels vulnerable. Any hint of change is magnified. Any uncertainty feels dangerous. In that context, even the smallest sign can trigger massive speculation. And Suga, with his introspective nature, becomes the center of that emotional projection. As the rumor continues to circulate, one thing becomes clear. This is not just about whether Suga leaves BTS. It's about trust, communication, and the fragile bond between artists and fans. It's about the fear of change and the pain of imagining a future that looks different from what we hoped for. And above all, it's about love, the kind that holds on too tightly because it is afraid to let go. So where does this leave ARMY now? Waiting, watching, analyzing, and hoping. Hoping for clarity, hoping for reassurance, hoping that the quiet signs are being misread. But also preparing emotionally for whatever truth may come. Because if there is one thing Suga has taught fans over the years, it is that facing reality, no matter how painful, is better than living in denial. As this story continues to unfold, one question remains unanswered, hanging heavily in the air. Is this just another rumor born from silence, or is it the beginning of a chapter no one was ready to read? The answer, whenever it comes, will not just define Suga's future. It will redefine what BTS means to millions around the world. Now it's your turn. Do you believe this rumor holds any truth? Or do you think ARMY is reading too much into silence? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let your voice be heard. And if this story moved you even slightly, don't forget to like and subscribe, because this conversation is far from over.